Um, Yep. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me. Um, okay. So let's let's start. Well, now the topic I have would like to talk with you about is about transformation that Kabbalah is going to make with you if you choose to study Kabbalah. And okay, sorry, friends, for the quality of internet. I think you can hear me, but I think that you don't see me. I'm doing my best to fix this out now, and I hope you can also see me as well. What I would like to tell you today about very important topic of what kind of transformation is going to take place with me when I study Kabbalah. And if you look backwards at the history of humanity, even 100 years ago or about so, you could see that we could have back then dreamed about such life we're having today. With the technologies developed, with the comfort we're having in our lives. For example, you have abilities to have a car to drive around the places, you have a plane to fly over the ocean and visit different continents in a few hours' time. And it is a tremendous achievement from the civilization development point of view. Even if you look backwards at the very honorable people like kings, right, or people having a high social status, they would have also something that would make them envy you, because these days you have mobile phones, you have TV sets, you have radio, you have the internet that allows you to communicate freely across the globe. I'm not speaking even the comfort you have now. You have kitchen with oven, with refrigerator. You can keep the products in the single apartment of yours without having any major issues with the food. And that's basically the great achievement, allowing you to free up your resources, your time to do something else on top of it. And that is a great achievement of a humanity. And if you're enjoying it, that's really good thing, because you are using the most of the achievements that humanity has reached today, these days. And people may ask, to this very point we have got, we go through the evolution of our civilization, and we have come to the point we realized that it's probably not enough only having technologies and building an environment which makes us to live comfortably in these places. And you realize that we need something else on top of it. We are not happy with the current state at the moment completely, because we also have something what we call them a science, like sociology, psychology, medical science, that we use medicines to improve our health, and sport records, lifestyle around which is seemingly work-life balanced enough so we can also enjoy the life. And yes, we have made our life easier to live, making a little better life. We have started sharing the knowledge and experience widely through the internet, and this is really great achievement. We can interact with each other, we can connect with each other, and we can really enjoy. And if you ask yourself, have I attained what I wanted? Am I satisfied with my life? Am I happy? And if the answer is yes, then you should skip this session probably and keep enjoying your life. And I'm really serious about it, because the wisdom of Kabbalah exactly speaks about how you can enjoy a quality life. Therefore, the wisdom of Kabbalah is for those of you who cannot enjoy completely with their current lives any longer, despite all capacities and options that current civilization can't provide a man with. So the question is really now comes to the point that what is going to give this wisdom of Kabbalah if I'm not happy enough with my life? And it is very important point at the very moment that knowing wisdom of Kabbalah, and you could also obviously buy the books, you can watch video clips, you can watch the video lessons, you can know literally from A to Z about wisdom of Kabbalah. And the issue is that the question is really, is it enough? Well, yes, it is not enough. It is good to know about Kabbalah, but it's still, you have to feel it. You have to really live it through. What Kabbalists say, that you have to also attain the upper world, attain the Creator, the very source of the life. And unfortunately, it is difficult to explain what kind of experience you have when you attain the Creator. But I would like to give you some examples of this world that actually were not 100% complete in terms of what we see, what we hear in our lives. Unfortunately, I think video is not on at the moment, as I understand, but I'm sure you have seen pictures of can of Coca-Cola, and we all know that is the color of the Coca-Cola is red one, and the picture is really drawn in a way by pixels on a computer with the color of black and white only. But exactly this pixels pictures the can of a Coca-Cola. And if you look at the picture, amazingly, your brain will start drawing as if it has a color of red. You can test yourself, you can zoom in the picture, and you will see actually it is not red colored. It is the mind that puts you in a color of red, and that shows you that actually your mind is pick and choosy on what you're able to see outside of yourself. Another example you may have come across with the so-called 3D pictures. When you look at the picture, you see them at 2D format, meaning that you are looking at the picture and they're repetitive in the colors or lines, and seemingly there is nothing there. But if you refocus or defocus your vision, your eyes, as if you're looking through the picture, suddenly you'll be able to see 3D pictures. They have volume. They have something inside, as if you listen, as if you're looking, at the picture, 3D picture. And again, the mind that plays a trick with you that actually gives you a thought, a confusion. Why it is so? It is exactly what Kabbalah science talks about, that we are able to change the world outside of us if we change ourselves. What happens, this is what Kabbalah say, that we are trying to build a screen, a masach, or intention, and intention change the whole reality around us. Meaning that on top of the world we see with the five senses, we are also able to see and get in touch with the very source of the creator. If we keep working on our intentions, on our masach building screen, a new vessel which have never existed before us, and the screen is built up in a special environment, in a laboratory. And one of the examples I would recommend that we have a so-called KBU retreat in September, on 5 to 7th of September, for 3 days in New York, a nearby New York place, Catskill Mountain, that actually allows you to have this experience of having a touch to the spiritual life. uh, what I'm trying to say that, and I hope at least I will try to show you some pictures which I was talking about, um, at least in a few seconds or so, that exactly the example I was giving to you before about the can of Coca-Cola. And if you look at it, you see them red. But if you look at them close enough, for example, like this one, and if it is still shows you red color, but you can look at it, the picture closer, then you will be able to differentiate that actually there are only black and white colors. And seemingly with 3D pictures, if you defocus, if you try to look through the picture, and I know that some of you probably cannot make it, but you can try yourself later after this session, that it is possible to look through the picture and see them at the 3D. What I'm trying to say here is when you trying to change your intentions, your feelings, your experience of studying Kabbalah together with other friends of yours or other students who study Kabbalah, you will be able to touch this vision or feelings, whatever it is more close to you in terms of sensation, that you are going to feel something else, some new experience in reality. And it is a very distinct experience, worthwhile to invest your time so you could really see, feel, and touch the reality which we used to name spirituality, creator, and whatever. And that is only possible if you do it with the friends. When you're doing your best to connect with other students, we connect with other friends, and this would give you a new emotional state. And I explain you what's wrong with you and why it is not impossible to do it alone. If you go to the basic of Kabbalah, it says that when the creation was created by Creator, named Malchut Ein Sof, meaning that the Malchut will to receive, desire to receive, it actually said or reflected back to the Creator that, look, I'm no longer going to receive. I would like to be like you, giving, bestowing, and loving. And that is a decision made by the Malchut, by the will to receive, which we are, all of us are part of it, part of this creation. This decision actually reflects on us that although we would like to receive everything at once, all of it, no matter what, we still are not able to receive unless we do some actions, unless we apply some effort, unless you do your work, your part. And this is an action that us, at the humanity, and every single of us if we make it, if we make an attempt, an effort, you are going to build a screen, a masach, which is going to change your perception of a reality. And that is what we're going to do on a Kabbalah retreat in September. Kabbalists like Michael Lightman, like Rabash and Balsam, they've given us advice and even algorithm how we're going to do it. We make this Kabbalah retreat specifically on the articles, on the advice and recommendation given by the Kabbalists who have already managed to do so and they have reached the attainment. So we're also inviting you to attend such an event, to have such an experience. The beauty of such an event, like Kabbalah retreat, is that you have in one place at one time, at least, I don't know how many students will come and friends will come and join, but I hope at least 70 or maybe 100, if not more. You combine all these efforts, you combine all the sparks, point in the heart in one time, and you all make an attempt to connect with all of you, each one of you. That's actually is going to draw the light, which is going to give you this new experience, new feeling that you are going to enjoy, because the whole point, again, is coming back to the point one, which I mentioned to you. Kabbalists and Kabbalah says that the main purpose of our life is living a happy life, enjoy from it, enjoy from getting these pleasures, different kind of pleasures. The only problem with that in the corporate life, that once you touch, once you feel it, it evaporates. It becomes empty. Like if you're thirsty and you drink water, and once you're full with the water, that's it. The fulfillment ends, right? As if it expires. Spiritual desires, though, they're different, because you have changed your intention to bestow from reception. You become like a conduit, like a pipeline for the light. Even in this very moment, only you cannot only you have these technical issues, but in the very moment we're hearing each other because of this very light. This light connects the creatures, all of us together in one field. That's why we feel this one world. It has its own limits, it has its own concealment, so we do not feel yet the creator, because we don't have this screen masach yet. But what we can do at the moment, we can make an attempt, we can study, and we feel here and there this experience, not regular, not systematic, not on a daily basis, but we're able to do it if we make this effort at one time, all of us together. And therefore, coming back to the point that only when you combine the efforts together, when you have so many friends around you together with you, this is very possible. Well, again, this is something I would really recommend, and we will show you later the link to the Kabbalah retreat. You can register out there, and our management offers a certain discount, which personally to me, it is worth much more than it costs, because really covering the costs of So you could live there, you can have a meal, you can have a space there and meet and talk and drinks and food, whatever not, anything you would like to. But the main point for me again is that you have this experience. Once you taste it, that's it, it's yours. It will be always with you. So what I'm trying also to say another message, that not only your mind but also your heart, your will to receive, your desire, have to feel it so it become part of you, part of your experience. And this, I wouldn't miss a chance if I were you to come and visit such a Kabir retreat. And again, if you're happy with your life, it's not for everyone. You just enjoy your life, right? So it's unique experience. It's not for everyone. But if you're definitely desperate, I would take a couple of days or 3 days in your case and then experience it. So I was trying to show you that it is possible to change your perception of reality with the corporeal examples of a mind that makes a trick with you, that plays a game with you. But actually, it is a intention, natural intention, which we have inherited from very beginning when we were born, that is in order to receive. The whole point of studying Kabbalah is to get on top of it additional attention to bestow. So you would be able to live full life, both corporeal and spiritual ones. What you may ask probably another question: why is it now? Why it hasn't been so long time ago? Why humanity kept silent about such a wisdom of Kabbalah? Well, back then, we're all trying to develop our will to receive. We didn't live enough through the incarnation from life to life, so it will give sufficient will to receive that is able to receive the light, spiritual light. But now, since we're satisfied with our corporate life, and yet we're looking for something else, for new experiences like spiritual ones, now we're ready. Now we have a desire with deficiency that we're lacking something. And the whole evolution of humanity brought us to the point today now that we're ready for it. And in this respect, you're lucky. You're chosen among billions of people to watch this session, and be part of this unique experience, unique study, and wisdom that really transforms you, that gives you an additional sensation. What Kabbalah is saying, it's sense number 6, whatever we call it, on top of the spiritual one, so you could really enjoy not only this life on this planet, on this earth, but also spiritual life. The forces that run behind the scene, run the corporeal world. And that is a transformation that you're going to receive while studying Kabbalah. Some of you may probably ask, is it secure enough? I'm going to lose my individuality, my character, my spirit, my soul, my whatever not you mention. And the answer is no, you're not going to lose any of your character, anything you may you may have now, skills, knowledge, experience, whatever. To the contrary, you are going to be even richer in that respect, richer in terms of sensation, the kalims, the vessels you're going to obtain while studying Kabbalah, because you're going to interact with each other, you're going to mingle with each other, so you're going to enrich each other with knowledge and experiences, and you're going to help by doing so. Because once you connect with each other, you also draw the light. Remember the light. The light is going to expand your vessel until you able to make these attempts to build up the massage, the screen, and then you enjoy it. It's straightforward, it's simple as that. And that's really an amazing thing, because nature's formula for promoting the life development is always the building up sophisticated, complex creatures like a body. If you look at the history of the planet, the Earth, right, when it developed throughout how many, I'm not sure, but I think scientists say these days that it took probably several billion years, right, to build up the whole universe, the space, the planet, the solar system, stars, and the millions and hundred millions of years for the vegetative levels and the animal level, dinosaurs, whoever not, until humanity steps in, and the first predecessor of humanity, that transformed in the current shape, what we know now as being a human species. And the whole evolution is to build a human with a physical body that also will be able to grow even higher at the level of a source of life, the creator, using this very body. The reason why we need a body, physical body, and to be born in this world, because we're all different. We're all at the different level of spiritual development. But yet we're all connected. We now don't feel it exactly. We don't feel each other as being part of each other, but we are truly so. And eventually we get to the state when we're going to feel each other so deep, so connected as a part of our soul. But for now, because we're so different in our qualities, in our development, we need these physical bodies. We need these worlds. So we interact with each other. We connect with each other, even though we're so different. Because if you would, imagine we undress the body with all qualities, because people remember even 100 years ago, people believed that we have a soul inside of our heart or somewhere in the body or in the brain. But when last century, back maybe 70 years ago, when transplantation of the heart has taken place, we thought that, a person will wake up and will see a different person because his soul lives in the heart. But no, we saw that it's same person, remember the same thing. We then said, okay, maybe the heart is just a muscle, right? And this is truly so. So it's not really a body, physical body, but it's a carrier of our qualities in this corporeal world, which allows us to connect with each other, although we're all different, and then help each other and build this one soul, one vessel that able to connect with the creator in a full extent, having all these different qualities. And therefore, the point I'm trying to make, that although it seems to be that you are going to build a new Kalim connect, as if you are losing yourself in this connection among other friends or students, it is not so. To the contrary, you're going to explicit yourself. You're going to reveal yourself, your individual qualities, which help others to advance. And similarly, others we're going to help you to advance, because we are all connected in the one system. What Kabbalists call them Adam Arishon, right? the system, right, of the humanity that we're linked together, and we combine together, we're able to attain Creator in a full extent. And a very important topic of environment. I'm sure you've seen, all of you, some video clips, maybe you've written some articles available on internet portals of ours, on the Kabbalah site, that the only choice, and the freedom of choice you have is environment. If you choose the environment, and it's not only people, friends, but also the books, the video clips, the materials, right? The audio, songs, anything that links you to the point of Kabbalists' efforts that they put when they wrote the articles for you, when they wrote the books for you. They actually made a very good investment. So even if you repeat after the Kabbalist mechanically, when you read the books, when you have chosen to study Kabbalah and you read it and you understand nothing but mechanically repeat until you ask the question of the teachers, of a Rav, you're able to understand more and more. But actually studying the text of the Kabbalist makes you closer to the Creator, because you draw the light. Your desire to be closer to the light makes you and helps you to build the masach, the screen, to attain the Creator. So that is a very unique experience you're going to have. And again, you do have a chance to have such an experience, either by the way, physically, virtually. Obviously, I would recommend, if you're able to attend physically, face to face is much more preferable, because you're going to have a unique experience of a connection with the other friends, with those like-minded people. But if not, if circumstances do not allow you to do so, you have work, you have commitment, then at least you join virtually. But if you join virtually, I would also recommend you wouldn't do something else on top, like you work in parallel, right? Like you have remote possibility of having remote working conditions, like you work from home, or you travel somewhere and you're able to work. I would recommend take a day off, because at the end of the day, these are the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Normal weekends are non-business days, so you will be able at least to spend a couple of days with the friends. But also, if you take day off on a Friday, even if you're virtual, it will give you more sense, a touch, an experience to that very important event. From what I know, in the team who are preparing the Kabbalah retreat event, they're very careful. They're very caring. They think day and night about how to make best of it, so we could enjoy the life, being together with the other friends, like-minded people, take the most of it. And if you're not sure, you can speak with other friends of yours who are there next to you, who already made the decision. It worthwhile, or at least you talk with other friends who are maybe veterans who already had an experience. They hopefully able to give you importance and help you out, and if you have any further questions. But feel free to contact us if you have our team. If you have any further doubts about it, definitely you won't regret it, for sure. It's a very unique experience. And I remember myself when I found the books of Kabbalah. I actually also, like you did, I read a lot from the books. I have studied a lot of materials from the internet, but yet I felt that I have missed something. until I found contact details in internet, and I started searching, and I got to the point when I have participated in the first Congress. Because back then, I think it was around 2008. It was in Indicate in Blackpool, and it was amazing experience when I have talked with the like-minded people, like, I have felt as if they're my brothers. Even better, because we could understand each other better straight away. We're having some similar desires, similar aspirations, same goal. It was a unique experience. And since then, I said, well, I'm doing it. I was trying not to miss any single Congress, either physical or virtual, but I would part of it. And that exactly gives me a lot of strength, confidence, desire to pull me out uh, from this world, not being just, happily living this life. I'm not complaining, by the way, and I'm happy with my life, with my family, kids, my work, my career, wealth, anything. I'm so grateful. But on top of it, what bothers me much, in a good way, when I say bother, meaning that, it keeps me so weak, so alive, new sensation, new flavors, and your life, my life, they're colorful, they're so beautiful. What else I can say? We have about 10 minutes left before the end of the session, and obviously you're welcome to participate in the Zoom, and I hope Zoom will work better. You could see me as well, not only hear me. And I do apologize if you don't see me, you only hear me. But this is the condition I got. What I'm trying to also give you a message that we often puzzled in our lives why these things happen to me, and how I can manage my life, how I can make sure that, I do happy life or have less troubles and problems in my life. And that exactly a call given to us by the creator, an invitation, if you like. And don't treat any issues or problems as if they're punishment, because this is the way we've been brought up. This is the way we have been, received indication. If you do something bad, most likely you get something as an outcome. You will be, punished. It's not exactly the way. I mean, obviously, if you do some bad thing, God forbid, you get something, right, as a negative consequence. But on top of it, Kabbalah is saying we have a light that shines upon us, and this light, spiritual life and reality, is about space and time. It constantly shines upon us, and if we're unable to feel this light, this pleasure, and we still live within ourselves, thinking about ourselves egoistically, about ourselves only, then what happened, this light, because it's around us, it is within us, it is outside of us, it actually could reveal itself as if seemingly negative consequence or outcome, and we, God forbid, feel some troubles and issues in our lives. It's not exactly that. It's just because we're so disbalanced, so we're not in a resemblance with the upper world, so it sends you a signal that actually it's maybe a good time to wake up and see other reality. Maybe it's time to feel something else. You're not going to lose anything of your corporate life. It stays there. I mean, as I mentioned to you, and all Kabbalists say this: you need this world, and therefore you will get everything you need to have a good life here. But on top of it, we have this call from the above, and this is a unique chance, to feel it. especially these days. I mean, you look around in the humanity, news, right? What's happening to the humanity? You have this economic crisis from time to time, financial crisis. You have inflation. You have issues, relationship. You have mental health issues. You have on top of the obviously physical. You have viruses. You have coronavirus. You have everything on top, and God forbid, there's disputes and wars around. So it's actually a call or an invitation from the creator to look upwards, to look at something else. And if you look at this upward, if you look at the exalted world of the creator, definitely you're going to like it. You definitely you're going to feel it. You definitely you'll be enjoying from it. This is my call for today, and I hope you could hear me at least well. Um, and our team will be happy to provide you with the link to the Kabir retreat, the web page where you can register yourself up if you would like to. But again, it's a unique experience and not for everyone. Again, I urge you, and it's not a mistake. It's not sorry. It's not a. It's not something I'm trying to pull you out, but also I remember a story told by Michael Lightman, and he heard himself from Rabash when they've been driving and passing by the football stadium, soccer, right? What they call it in America. Rabash mentioned, "Look, you need to respect this place." And Ralph was kind of, "Well, why? What people do? They scream out. They drink a beer. They enjoy watching the football game." And he said, exactly because of it, they're enjoying it. And this is the whole point, that the creator, he wants us to enjoy the life, no matter what, either corporate life or spiritual life, but primarily, obviously, spiritual life, because it gives you complete fulfillment. It gives you as if, I'm not sure how you would compare, but it is being a kid, 3 years old kid, or you adult, like age of 21, for example, total matured, smart enough, strong enough, to manage his or her life, to the full extent, even create his own family, give a birth to other children. So become real adult, become a, what we call it, happy man. So I'll give you a couple of minutes so you can have a cup of tea or coffee, or have a break, and then we'll see you in a couple of minutes in the Zoom session, ready for your questions, and hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the session. Sorry again for the technical problem. I will try and do my best to fix it next time, so we won't have this issue anymore. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.